This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
I'm Katie Rammel with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. We have learned ASU will start taking more drastic actions to try to slow the spread of COVID-19. University officials telling us they will start to move students out of their dorms and into other rooms or residence halls. ASU is now reporting more than 800 coronavirus cases. The school says 775 are students that have tested positive, along with 28 staff members. ASU says most of the students live off campus, but more than 300 people are in isolation on the Tempe campus. The other positive cases are from the downtown Phoenix and West campuses. For ASU students and their parents, all this can be frustrating, trying to navigate the university's changing plans for dealing with coronavirus on campus. On the day before classes started, 34 members of an ASU fraternity were told they'd have to leave the Greek village after one of their members tested positive. The test result, though, turned out to be a false positive.
It didn't make any sense to not just let them stay there and quarantine within their own facility. Instead, they're literally spreading them out into the community.
An ASU spokesperson acknowledged there's some confusion, understandably, because all this is new and because there are a variety of factors considered when evaluating each of these cases. So tonight, university officials will be holding a virtual meeting with the fraternity, with their parents as well. The dad we spoke with says they expect to learn when their students will be able to return to campus. And the return to campus and the testing of more students could have a major impact on the number of coronavirus cases we see in Arizona. Today, the state health department reporting 507 new cases, pushes the total number past 202,000 here in our state. The percent of tests coming back positive at 10% today, so compare that to 3.5% just yesterday. Meantime, the state reporting another 15 deaths from this virus, bringing the total number of lives lost to 5,044. The virus is well on its way to be the third leading cause of death in our state. That's based on data from 2018, the most recent year. These death statistics are available. Heart disease and cancer, as you probably know, were the biggest killers in Arizona, each responsible for more than 12,000 lives lost. But coronavirus has outpaced accidents, and that's not just car wrecks, but any unintentional injury, which claimed 4,200 Arizona lives in 2018. The Department of Health says it's just too early to tell just how deadly the pandemic has been in our state, because it could take up to a year or more to finish reviewing every single death certificate from this year. The Arizona Corporation Commission holding the first of 6 meetings to call in and sound off on the proposed rate hike by APS. The utility wants another $184 million from its customers, a jump that will raise rates between 3 and 6%. Consumer advocates say the request comes at the worst possible time as thousands struggle to pay their bills. A handful of organizations like the Sierra Club in Puente and Chispa, Arizona, want APS to drop the increase and forgive the debt of people who are behind because of this pandemic.
This is obviously a really challenging time for our entire state. Folks are going through a pretty unprecedented crisis, and we don't have a lot of options.
ABC 15 asked APS for an on-camera interview. We got a statement instead. The company saying no customers are being disconnected for non-payment and that they urge you, if you're struggling to pay, to check in with APS. They also point out this request was made back in the fall before the pandemic hit.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sullins. Low pressure on the way out, high pressure building in. Let me show you what to expect here on Futurecast as we head through the rest of this week and into the weekend. This ridge of high pressure centering